Hey guys, welcome to Frames on Film, a series documenting my journey in learning more about film photography. Today we are comparing and contrasting two films, Vista 400 and KODAK 400. So basically we're going to go out and we're going to take a couple of photos. I've got my book here to take notes if anything interesting comes up, anything's different between the two films. And then once I get it developed, we'll go back and I will do a film reveal and basically have a talk about the difference in the dynamic range, the color rendition, things like that. And if they're not different, then they're not different, and this video is pretty much pointless.
And an enormous number of people devote their lives to keeping their minds busy.
So the first frame that I'm going to take is just of this scene here with the dappled light through the leaves. I'm just testing like the dynamic range, things like that. Yeah, so I'm pretty much shooting an aperture priority 1.8 with this 50mm. This is a modern 50mm just on an old Canon 3000N body. Yeah, it's cool stuff. Yeah, let's get into it. Hello. It's Carl. It's weird because this is like the first time I've actually properly used this camera for like stylized photos. Like when I first got it up and running, I did a test roll because I was just shooting crap, but I actually haven't got that back yet. So I hope I've loaded it properly and everything's good. If it's not, then we're in a bit of a pickle. But
And an enormous number of people devote their lives to keeping their minds busy.
yes, I've seen some photographers on Instagram, like I agree. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'll put his username up on the screen. But he's another account, IO Street, and what he does is he does a lot of street photography, and when he does that, he actually shoots in really harsh sunlight. So it's probably about mid-afternoon or mid-morning where the light is coming at a certain angle where there's just really harsh shadow on the ground. I really like that kind of style. With digital cameras, obviously, there's a lot of problems with dynamic range and stuff like that. Well, obviously, you can shoot in RAW, kind of bring the highlights down, but I think with film, if you get a good dynamic range film, you don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. When I shoot film, I don't like to really change the image much, because I end up wrecking the actual quality of film and turn it into something like fake looking. I don't really like that, so I tend to try and keep it as real to the actual image that I took as possible. So to find a film that has good dynamic range is something that's high on my list of things to find in film photography over digital photography. So that's kind of why I'm testing the dynamic range of both of these films today, to see which one's the better and which one's better color and stuff like that. Wish there was more grass to work with on the bottom end so I could get a better composition and try and get that fence on the top third or something like that. But the idea of getting the lines to lead towards the house as the subject is something that probably brought my attention to that composition more than others. Yeah, it's good to play around. trash, but anyway. Yo. This whole kind of I love photographing dogs. Let's hope he just doesn't maul our arms off or something. I just gotta get the light catching on his face the right way. Wait, that'll be cool. Yeah, okay, I'm good with that one. You know, screw the other composition, I didn't like it anyway. Yeah, may as well. Good stuff. I hope it's not too... Oh, that's interesting. That's a bit weird there. That's cool. Yeah, anyway, so I think I might be overexposing the images, which is not that much of a big deal if I'm not going in crazy. Because film, it tends to do pretty well when it's overexposed, but if it's underexposed, you're pretty much screwed. Yeah, so I hope it's alright. But I guess we'll just see when we get the photos back. For now, I'll probably try and shoot with some filters, just to kind of eliminate that and hopefully get it within the constraints of what I have. So yeah, let's hope for the best. Yeah, we just had a bit of a change of scenery. We're here at the shopping centre now. I've just had a bit of a change of scenery for the photos, so it might be a bit better. Yeah, so basically we're going to go around, try and get some interesting characters, hopefully, a bit of street photography, something like that. It's getting a bit dark now, so hopefully I'm not going to be overexposing as bad as I was earlier. Yeah, just hopefully we're going to find some interesting compositions. And yeah, let's go do it. That seems like a pretty good one for me, mate. Oi! Hey there. Checking getting the focus points. Ooh, gotta love that one focus point. Center one, just do it and then reframe. Oh, makes me feel things.
Mate,
that's gold.
that's a banger.
That's a banger. New Instagram pic, I think, yes?
Yes, for sure.
100%.
Facebook, profile picture.
Snapchat,
everything.
Story
every day.
That's my streaks for every single day. Using the 135mm vintage in this bad boy. Just get some of these birds that are flying around, hopefully. Oh, we done? Bruh. We're done. We're done our roll. Oath. Vista. Wait, is it even 400? Yeah, it's 400 speed. Vista 400. Done, dusted. I'm gonna send this one away. Let's get developed. Yo, where am I gonna put this dog? So we're now gonna switch over to the KODAK 400 Color Plus. I've never shot with these films before. Just saying, I've only shot with Fujifilm Extra, so this is a new experience. Close them, and then we good. We got 24 frames, mofo. Oi!
Oh.
You want to be a model?
No. I'm gonna go get a burrito.
Just stand there.
No, I'm not.
Come on. We're coming to see a movie later.
I'm not photogenic.
Trolley, that's a perfectly parked trolley right there. Oh, hell yeah. Just as I thought, the lighting is superb. I don't know why I have this weird obsession with trolleys. They just amuse me very much. I really like how lights behave with film. I got a rollback from my Minolta when I went out night shooting, and I got a telephone booth, and it was really green. It was really cool. I liked it. It was like, oh, it's just me. Nah, not worth the frame. It's different when you're shooting film to digital because it costs you money to shoot. With digital, you buy the camera, you buy the SD card, you buy the lens, and then you can shoot as much as you want. Oh well, obviously you got to pay for electricity and crap like that. But we're talking in logistics here. I'm literally shooting money right now, so you don't want to waste like flipping frames upon like things that you don't actually want to take photos of. Like just then, I was like, hey, that kind of looks cool, but like I decided that I didn't want to take the photo because I'm literally shooting my own money. And you don't want to waste your money. So that's the thing with film. It gets you to think more. I should get a bit further away. That's a bit more interesting. This is cool. Let's hotwire it. Hey, that's pretty cool.
Time was calling me.
Hey, what's with all these birds, Alright. Having looked back on the images, as you guys probably noticed as well, the role of KODAK, very underexposed, a lot of color casting, a lot of perhaps looks like light leaks from the top, pink on the top. And it kind of gets back to normal color at the bottom. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I did ask for the roll of Vista to get pulled down a couple stops because I thought I was overexposing it. Perhaps the lab did that and also did that to the KODAK. That's why it's so dark. I don't know, man. Perhaps it was something on my part. I did something wrong. I really don't know for sure. I've tried calling the lab. They're gonna get back to me. But yeah, as far as the Vista goes, I wasn't too unhappy with the dynamic range, but I do feel like, especially in the darker colors like the greens for some of the trees, I lost some detail. But when it was a light surface like cement or the road, it didn't seem to do too bad in the dynamic range. Color, to be honest, I didn't really like the color. Perhaps that could be because I'm getting some form of color cast or something. On some of the photos they just look a bit green and a bit orange. Nothing compared to the KODAK though. The KODAK was just all over the shop. Oh well, it's a learning experience, and hopefully not a situation that will happen again. And hopefully I don't expose my film again and not have to get it pulled. Yeah, I got a couple of good shots, a couple ones that I liked, that were interesting to me. but overall, could have been a lot better. Yeah, well, sometimes things like that happen. Alright guys, thank you for watching, and I hope you did get something out of this video. This has been Frames on Film, the series documenting my journey and learning more about analog photography. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next episode.
Critical retaliation for this one won't be minimal.